Fantasy 16. Alright. Left off. We're gonna do some more of these side quests. So let's go talk to Mr. Angry Pants over here.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realized he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
The stew's awfully thin.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Alright, gotta go back to Dalamil. But, yeah, I'm trying to think. I think I need to turn in another side quest. Or maybe it's accepting a new one. I think it's accepting a new one.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
Let's go up here and accept this. Trying to get all the side quests, because I think I'm near the end of the game, because I already beat King Odin, so...
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, You get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Chew his behind out. Alright. They got a lock on those.
How do you split the
But
sea?
let's go do Blacksmith mission.
Everything's back the way it was. I don't.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
I'm glad Conrad and Natalie have put their differences aside. But if they're going to spend all day here conferring, is it too much to ask that they order more than a single drink?
Stay complaining.
The Town Watch and the Merchants Guild have remained united in the defense of Dalamil thus far. But we cannot be blind to the fact that having 2 leaderships is a recipe for division.
What we need is a mayor. One who can steer the whole town true. And I can think of none better for the role than young Lubor.
Mr. Rishi Rish.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
It's messed up. Boy, so rich he bought out every room so no one could get rest just so he could be at peace. Smack the crap out of these rich people.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Ready? Thank you. Beat up some bandits. What the heck is this? Oh, Joshua. I'd be straight up forgetting he's with me. And not seeing him in the cutscenes. Boy, silent as ever. Togo. Blah, Ambrosia. Got some bandits to knock upside the head. I'd be forgetting Joshua was with me. Jill is covering, I believe. Should be alright. She's my girl. She's my Hinata. Alright, bandits. It's time for y'all to get y'alls. Yeah, there's scorpions. Time for your crap. And you got them big.
We got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Do nothing. Hey, homie. Hey, homie.
Let's try.
Like, really? Dang, Joshua done popped out the other guys. Alright. Toga. What's up?
Over here! Get him!
Ain't got nothing on me. Thanks for the concern, bro. He said,
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
Got your stuff.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
But Clive is one of many names. Alright, let's go turn in those other, or let's go do the other mission. Gotta go to, Martha and Isabella. We're at Martha's Reach.
Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep them in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
I swear I could turn something into her. Yeah, I did, but it's okay. It's locked though, so I can't.
Get them Gazal green seeds up to Sir Wade in Eastpool, would you? And while you're there, ask him what the situation is with the Akashic over that way. He might actually tell you the truth.
Maybe I gotta do this mission for her first to unlock it. We'll see. Let's get over to Sir Wade.
I'd build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
Better learn how to grow a thing, girl.
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gazal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings, then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all. I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
Akashic, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will, a home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. If you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
They said, nah.
What do you do?
All right. Give me a sword.
Yeah, on girl.
I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
Get rich or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
I better train them.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Take a Martha and I put a ring on it.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, My lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Beat these OD mother suckers up. Get them out of this village once and for all. Sick of these fools.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes.
We cannot let Eastpool fall.
And we won't.
Enemies approaching. Put out that head. Watch. Level 1 on these suckers. Chocobo gone wild. I like freaking Saber Wolf from Killer Instinct.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
I'm getting the glory in the end. Yeah. Take that, Sir Wade. To the victor goes the spoils. Yeah. Thought you was gonna be the hero? Not today. We'll try to creep up. On with it.
There it is. With me, Joshua. Over here.
Spartan!
This one. Over here. No good. That's better. This one. Get him. Nice try. It's over.
It's over, sucker. Slice and dice. Come up real nice.
All right. Back to East Pool.
That up there yonder.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool. And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away, they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't gonna rebuild itself.
Yeah. So sweet working together as a community.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Let you hold on to that money, because we in debt.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord. You may rest assured that Eastpool will be safe in my hands. Thanks to you.
Alright, let's go back to Martha and see if I could, I know it's still locked. Give a good boy a pet.
Get it, boy!
Go and get that snack, boy. Yeah. Alright. Let's go back to Martha's place. Ready.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, East Pool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Guess we gotta wait. I don't know how to unlock those rest of the quests, but let's go back to Blackthorn. Turn in that quest at least. Then we'll do main story.
The stew's awfully thin.
Sorry for the wait. But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade to rattle me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
That's a new blade. Excalibur recipe. Right. It's time to do the main story. So I'm gonna stop at the smith and I'm gonna go back to the market and then we'll be on the main story. Right. So, wait, this is the village we were trapped in when Odin put that force field around so we couldn't get out. Odin is slayed and the force field is no more. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Side quests.
You were right, Joshua.
You gonna reply, Joshua? Got some credit, boy. Well, this looks like this side quest is on the way. I'm gonna go beat up some people.
Bodies up ahead.
What happened here, homie?
Is there no peace for a dying man?
What happened here?
The ether floods made savage beasts of my companions. And those faithless orcs, I knew they weren't to be trusted. We were told that they would stay loyal to our cause. Something commanded their loyalty, but it was not us.
It's a wonder they stayed faithful for so long.
Perhaps they sensed our downfall. The king is gone, our nation in ruins. What becomes of us loyal pawns now? Sworn to a shattered throne. Fuck Walud. Fuck the dead king and his god. Fuck this withered shithole. The floods do not affect you. You are a bearer, albeit one who's lost his brand. Pray, hear me, brother. Will you grant this pawn his final wish? Will you lay my dying soul to rest?
Of course. What do you need?
Finally, some luck. Beyond the castle walls, towards Stone here, there is a forest. Never turn. My parents are buried upon a bluff, nestled amongst the trees. Theirs was the only love I ever knew. I was torn from them in life, but perhaps I can return to them in death. Take my ring. See that it rests beside their bones.
May you find peace at last.
Alright, so put this dead soldiers playing with his mom and daddy. War has changed. Oh shoot, I wonder if this is probably gonna have to, or maybe I could do it after. ID tags for ID weapons.
Don't tell me. The only way to the capital
is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance.
We killed them all. Oh, we didn't kill all of them. Just the ones that needed to be put to rest. The herd, man. Rosie, get your butt out here, yeah. Yeah.
Faster!
Fly like the wind. You know we ain't going that far. But fly. What's up, y'all?
Turned soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering.
And y'all suffering.
Nice try.
Hold on! What you got your glowing little weapon? Why are you so sweet having new stuff? Get a little bit closer. Give you a taste of level 3. Yeah, you ain't escaping my wrath. Oh boy. Checked up.
You don't think all this
is for us?
Of course it is, man.
Past Ultima. He's
Why
made nothing easy so far.
wouldn't it be for us? We are mythos. Come on, Maddie, y'all scared. Don't be scared. See, look at that. Got me with a bicycle shit. Okay. You a feisty little bird. Got you. Yeah.
Get him!
Joshua,
can you go on? Do I have a choice?
Ah, boy. Go on. Just die. Keep running that. Boy. Oh, we got us some fancy pants over here. Caught y'all in a minute.
That's better.
Oh, let me get pretty hot. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Look how spicy it was, brother. Joseph totally got home, man. Reaction going on there. What's it? Striking a pose when he should be fighting.
Get him! Nice try. Get him! This one.
Have a seat. Hot now.
This one. Over here. Nice try.
Juggle me. What is more comment? Oh, man. Ooh, that's clean. It's served up. Oh, we got this big boy. Come on. Hang on. Oh, okay. Big boy with some grunts. Man, I got something to do. He look hard. Doogies.
Joshua, this one's bigger than the others. And leaner, by the look of it.
Trying to charge this bad boy up.
Come on.
Okay.
I needed that.
Right there. I'll never go for sure. Alright, big boy. on, man. I countered that. Yeah. Early.
Get him. Nice try.
Stuck. Take advantage of that. Can't teleport out. Let's see, big boy.
This one. Over here.
Man.
Get him.
The whole fight without me getting a counter attack.
This one.
Lucky last time, sucker. Told you. I told you. Trifling.
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Boy, you up here coughing up blood. Talk about you be fine. Bet you coughing up blood too, ain't you? Still got to take dude's ring to his mom and daddy's burial site.
Look, Clive.
By the Founder. The place is a fortress.
I don't know why they stay surprised. You know good and well everything is gonna be well guarded. It's gonna be super ginormous. I think these bad guys just be building stuff just to build it. What's that over there? Looks like a blue flame. I'm gonna try to get to this burial plot real quick. I don't see nothing. Leave me alone.
No villagers. No knights. Not even any bodies. One could almost believe the whole kingdom had turned Akashic.
Well, obviously. Got us a little fast travel spot. Let's get Ambrosia. I want to get to this burial site real quick.
Come on.
Continue.
Faster!
Faster. Yeah, it's a wild kitty cat.
Straight home now.
That must be a special. Yep, I knew it. Alright. Let's get it on, kitty.
That's no ordinary code.
Starting off with big attacks. Ready. Here we go. Let's try. Kitty, just take a risk. Can't do a lot. I don't have a seat. Don't stand for me.
Get him!
Oh, Kitty, just go to sleep with me. I give you some cash to make what you do. Oh, wow. Oh. Ooh.
Get him!
Oh. Kitty's got claws. Not like it. Oh, snap. Oh, man.
Get him!
Alright, I'm out. A lot of he just going out. Attaboy, you're getting slow. Tiring out there, big boy. Come on with it then. Come on. Oh.
This one.
Alright.
Nice try.
Have a seat. Oh, now you got more. On the defense right now. Come on.
Over here.
Not good.
Oh. Poor King. Oh.
This one.
This is probably one of the other enemies I've lost. Like Panthers, or not Panthers, but what is this? I think it's like leopard. Mutant leopard or something like that. They did have a panther version though. It's tired. Take advantage. That health away. There we go. Alright. Now, take
Let's
this
hope
ring.
it was the last of its kind.
They're pretty dope, man. Wish you could tame these things. Alright, let's go take this ring where it belongs.
All right. That'll do, girl.
Come on.
Get him.
Gotta see you creeping. That's what the villagers that live here. And an old deed on the ether. May y'all rest in peace. There's some more of them up here. When do I get this? I feel like I missed a turn going to that area. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Keep it rest.
This one.
Level up. Alright, see what's in this treasure chest. Chest of treasures. Alright, potion. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna get to this location real quick.
Get him.
Like some dice.
Kill. Over here.
Oh, it killed him before he exploded. I thought it was gonna explode even while I was fighting.
Over here!
You said between trees or something? Yeah, what he said.
Caution,
What the heck is that? Big. Oh, I think it's one of them dragon things. I straight up forgot where you said to go. Bury the ring at the grave of the soldier's parent. Here's the grave at... Oh, here it is. Did not see that tombstone.
He'll be able to see all the way to stone here. As fine a resting place as any man could hope for. Reunited with those he loves at last.
Alrighty. We didn't bury his body. Buried on his material objects, but what if? Here lie buried ye bodies of Sinut and beloved wife Brita, who departed this life in ye 24th year of Reveri. I ain't died, you know. Alright. Let's get over to the main quest now.
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
You know what? I should have went back and got some more potions. Oh, they might let me. Let me see. Hope so. I think they will. That's why they let me go back to the map. Oh, yeah. Go get them potions.
What the hell happened here?
I dare not think. A stroke of good fortune, perhaps? I hope you're right. So do I.
Get that mother crystal, go get that mother crystal. Streets of badness, streets of rage.
The ether has claimed them all. Let's see who we're not next. This one.
Who else wants some? Who else wants some of the outlaws? Beat me down, beat you down. Crystal, we're gonna get ya, we're gonna destroy ya, and we're gonna take that Ultima and destroy him in all his arms. Oh, is that a behemoth I see?
That's a behemoth.
Who'd be mad enough to tame such a beast?
I remember that from Monster.
Stand back.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah. I knew he wasn't going through this whole game without fighting a behemoth.
This one.
Running out of time already. cheat me on my freaking dodges, game.
Get him!
Anybody don't know they have Behemoth in Monster Hunter World. Capcom created to the crossover. Mad hard in that game. I think I only beat the first fight. Couldn't get the second fight, man. Second fight was tough. Plan on trying to fight him again. I don't know what he gonna do. Turn into Sephiroth.
Stand back! I'll conjure a ward! Joshua!
Desperate times.
Clive, no!
Trust me. I'm your shield, remember?
Looks like he's dancing back there.
I think this might be a job for Ifrit! And why would you turn to him, brother?
Tag team back again. Brothers of Destruction.
When we fight together.
Cinematic clash. Y'all tripping.
Too bad. That
my strongest
was
move.
just the beginning.
I got something cool. Oh yeah, they got all his classics.
Let's try. Over here.
This move is so annoying in Monster Hunter World, man.
This one. Too slow. Get him.
Trying to box me in the corner. Street Fighter fool. Shoot.
Get him. Let's try.
I got lucky with that one. I got lucky again. Oh, getting lucky with some of these dodges.
This one. Get him. Let's try.
stuff at once.
Over here! This one.
Get me with that little surprise leap attack, sucker. That blast radius is not that bad. You ain't running away. Seen you, buddy. Seen you coming. Saw you charging up. I can see. Got that health away now. He's done. Coming up, boss. You can die. What? Boy literally has no health. Boy, if you don't pass out. Snap. I got it there. No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right when he died, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed circle instead of R1 to dash out. He died right after that, too. Trash.
Nice try. Over here.
Watch that. I guess he had to get his last big hit. I thought it was going to just be like game over because I saw his health bar, it was depleted. He had nothing left. But that's what I get. Celebrating for the fight by accident. This fight is pretty fun. I'm not too upset at that. But I did want to keep the game going, but oh well. You know, need kind of a sport deal, as the old saying goes. Hammer gets kind of like, it like goes inside. You can't see because he's so freaking big. doing pressing the wrong buttons. I freaking died last time. Press freaking circle.
This one.
Flattens pancake.
Not good. This one.
Health is depleted. So that last big move. Not this time, motherfucker. Behemoth flame. Thought I was gonna get caught in the mud again, but I didn't.
Quickly, before we're cut off for good.
If it is like the others, the entrance to the inner sanctum will be at the foot of the crystal. We're almost there.
Alright, I'm gonna end this video right here. We'll pick it up in the next one. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Final Fantasy 16.